We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Washington football team. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Check pass. Sponge.
On play action, Fields. He'll buy some time right. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. On the stop was Aaron Donald. Well, this defense for the Giants, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation of winning that game has to be sky high. In fact, you'd be absolutely stunned to come away with a loss in that one. Could you imagine going to the press conference and trying to explain that?
And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact.
Check. Slam.
Now a first down throw, Fields. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
On first down, Fields. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. T.J. Hockenson, his fourth touchdown on the year. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Dante Pettis now from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Check. Here we go.
A first down throw for Mariota. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Barkley, a first down and more. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. A big play there on the screen pass. They're good at running the screen. Sometimes it's probably taken for granted, though. You need a good deal of deception in there, don't you?
You certainly do. And you know what else you need? The people who aren't involved in the deception to make sure they hold their blocks and someone doesn't flash too quickly in the face of the quarterback.
And he can only manage to get a couple. Second.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Noah Fant with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point try good by Gano. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Right there, 54. Right there, 54 Mike.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. Slings this deep for McLaurin. It got his man, complete. Touchdown. Terry McLaurin hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And Washington has taken the lead. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Pettis now from his end zone. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. Breaks a tackle, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Deron Payne breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, three. Watch the ship.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mariota. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
And I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Back to throw, Fields escaping the pressure right. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw taken in by Hockenson here. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a give here to Pollard. Stopped short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him. 6 yards left on 2nd down. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Tony Pollard, 26 yards. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Mariota. Leaping, and he makes the grab. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Again, it's Mariota. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll make it a 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he stopped immediately there. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Check safety, check safety.
49, check 49, check 49.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Fresno.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll try to throw now. Mariota. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. He'll try to punch it in, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Giants get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Gano the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with 40 seconds to go, that's, you'd think, time enough to try to mount a drive should they decide to do so. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. Pollard now a first down and more. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 53 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Watch the twist.
On first down, it's Fields. Dancing to his left. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. But Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
A 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Here's Fields. Flushed out right. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin in the final seconds of the first half. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
52.
Final play of the half here, Mariota. Going deep downfield for Ross. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them, because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Well, these two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. 2nd down, here's Barkley again. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. And he will have a Giants first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
Let's see what you got.
On On 1st and 10, here's Mariota.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball.
And he'll slide down to avoid the contact.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. To throw again on second down. Mariota forced out to his left. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
I got one. Mike 52, Mike.
Mariota. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
To throw is Mariota. Eluding the pressure right. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Out.
They go play action. Mariota. And it's caught. Touchdown, Giants. Noah Fant, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Giants have got it back to a one-score game. Extra point try good by Godot. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
From the 27, Fields. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one. And that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
I'm coming after you. Switch.
Fields.
Right there, 54 Mike.
Swinging this out for Pollard. Pollard now a first down and more. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
You got tight right there. Back.
They'll run with Pollard. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They go back to Pollard on second down. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
SOS. Watch the ass.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. They snap it to Fields. Flush to his right. And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Fields now to throw. Steps away to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Justin Fields, a 3-yard touchdown run. And Washington going to add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Jonathan Allen coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19. And the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Mariota. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
You got deep? Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Kill.
To throw is Fields. Rolling to his right. Touchdown. It's complete. De'Ami Brown, a 16-yard touchdown. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. Extra point by Sly. The lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big 4th quarter hole. But still, what a run it's been. It feels like they have not lost in forever. 60 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Our time. It's our time.
Now Saquon Barkley. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Not today.
A handoff, Barkley running left. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Buying time to his left. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to.
Fighting through, and he's got space. Room here to run. And out of bounds